All right. Stephanie will be here in a little bit or a few minutes, but we're gonna watch this premiere that Taco's wife is doing to start it out today. So I'm gonna mute so you guys can listen to this shit show. Then I'm gonna show some screenshots, and then we're gonna talk about it. Hey, Hassel, how you doing?
Why you're sitting here putting pressure. I mean, if you really want proof, I'll go try to stick in the hospital and get proof. But I think it's very sick that y'all are sitting there and trying to act like I would make something so sick and ridiculous. That would be the, I mean, I wouldn't even think to do something like that. What would be the point? You know, I'm going through this, yet I'm seeing all these things that are being said. And now I really understand why you drove her to that point. And I know which ones did. You know, pounding in somebody's brain over and over again, that's going to fuck with them hardcore. And I really don't appreciate, you know who you are. I'm not going to name any names right now, but what you've done to her, I was already upset, and now I'm just completely in shock and traumatized. And I'm heading to the hospital right now, and I'm going to try to get proof if that's what you really want, because I'm so sick of these people. Like, how sick do you have to be? That's the first thing that comes to mind in your sick little deluded minds. All I can think about, I'm fucking traumatized thinking about how her eyes looked. And every time I think about it, I just want to throw up from nerves. Like, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what she's been through. And the nerve for you to say what you're saying, if you had to walk in my shoes and deal with that, you would understand. I'm still in complete shock. And these people, if I could get my hands on them right now. I'm just, I, I know one thing. When she comes back, I am not letting her near the computer or phone for a very long time, because I don't trust what people are going to say, and I'm not going to have this happen again. The next time she's going to end up in a box. Will that make y'all fucking happy?
You're disgusting. You're disgusting. Sorry, Hyman. You are a disgusting person. I'm sorry. I'm not going to come in hot.
Yeah, listen.
I'm sorry.
No, I can't even believe what we just fucking watched. I can't believe she's doubling down. I can't believe any of it. It's
I'm in shock. And I was just watching German ladies before we came over here, right? And she was showing the screenshots. And it's like, she called whoever she was talking about in that, those screenshots, a cunt rag whore. But Boy George is supposed to be enough for all of this. What are we talking about?
She went over. Okay, let's back up.
I can't even say that. Cunt rag whore. Who talks like that? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. This is fucking triggering. Like, okay, so she went over 2 or 3 days ago and started with German Lady. Started trying to pit German Lady and Alicia against each other. Okay, out of the blue for no reason at all.
I have. Okay. Let me read exactly. We don't have to read everything word for word because the screenshots are kind of blurry. But essentially, she went over there and asked her, "Why isn't she going at Alicia?"
Yeah, out of the blue, she went over there, and so fast forward. Of course, German Lady said a couple of things about her. Not much, just a couple of things. So
she offered her links and asked her to come talk too. By the way,
yes. Right. And you got to think all the terrible shit that she's been saying about German Lady all over the place. So, so German Lady gave her what I would call a baby dragging. And so all of a sudden we see Tacos in these chats threatening to use her job as a CPS worker, which I thought the motherfucker didn't have anymore, against Starlight. Well, I have always had this soft spot for Tacos until today. So I went to Tacos privately and I said, "Were you talking about us?" Because she brought the ponies up. No, I wasn't. I don't know why it would make you
She
think that.
lied directly to you. Is what she did. Sorry.
Well, then she ended up, I said, well, were you talking about Starlight? And she said, no. What makes you think that? So I sent her a clip. She said it wasn't her texting Alicia or whatever. She don't know what that was from. So I decided I was going to go live like 2 nights ago because of the threats that she was making against Starlight with the CPS thing. I was like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? But
yeah, I made a community post, but then I took it down because she said it wasn't about her. But I didn't believe her at the time, but I was like, well, if she's backing off of it anyways and she's denying it, I guess she's not gonna, she's not standing on it. You know what I mean?
right, exactly. I kind of thought maybe she overtalked and she is on a lot of medication. She actually proved that. So I thought, well, maybe she, because I know sometimes when you're like on a lot of medication, you say things and you don't even mean them.
Right.
And then today happened, and listen, this is the fourth group. For one, I want to talk about a few different things. We'll talk about her first, but Sarah got up there. I don't. Okay, Sarah says she was asked to do the live. Taka's wife said, no, I didn't ask you to do the live. I told you to be careful what you talked about. I don't know who's telling the truth because Sarah's a whole fucking lie too. But either way, they were both comfortable getting this. What?
TNT said in chat, no bullshit. No, she didn't say. She said, no, ma'am. I seen the screenshots. Two Tacos wife.
Okay, she said that to Taka's wife. Okay,
yeah.
Well, either way, Sarah, you were comfortable putting this on German Lady until your friend spoke out too. So
that was disgusting. Like what I think happened. What I haven't seen the screenshots. Maybe they'll come out. But what it seems like to me is maybe that it was mentioned. Sarah said, "Oh, can I go live? Can I mention this when I go live? Maybe." And that because Sarah was more than happy because there were other people that were in that chat that said that they were told about it before and they didn't jump all over it to blame German Lady. Like Sarah wanted to go live, play that live again, and then blame German Lady.
Yeah, Sarah was more than willing to go live and blame somebody else. So I fought her for that. I don't give a fuck if she's not all there right now or she's this or she's that. Everybody's asked her to stop doing this. She does this every time she leaves a group. Only this time she was going to blame somebody for somebody's fake suicide attempt. Like, give me a fucking break. Give me a break. And this live is going to be triggering. Hey, J-Mac. This live is going to be triggering for anybody that's dealt with suicide and addiction. So I'm sorry, but it has to be talked about.
What the hell? What are we even talking about? And then she was like, what do you think about this drama?
Yeah, they went into the drama. They went into
it's
MTL and the drama.
Like,
what? Hold on, I got some screenshots. So hold on one sec.
Like, what are you even talking about? And then she says in chat, her story, I don't know if she's just, beside herself or confused or what, but the story was really intense. And then the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning after all of this happened is go into a live stream talking about it on YouTube, the place that caused this, according to you. The math just doesn't add up.
No. Okay, no. Okay, so if my husband was sitting there and tried to harm himself, first of all, I wouldn't be pointing fingers at this one and that one, but I wouldn't be online like laughing and talking about drama and all that shit. Like, and
Well, and then after, we said that she had went over and commented, right? And
yes,
then German Lady said, then German Lady, oh no, you're fine. German Lady said what she said. Well, then after that, she had a live because that's where she said that I was being trolled in my chat and I know who it is, blah, 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 right? So in that live, when she was live, her wife was right there with her calling German Lady a man and all this shit when they're LGBTQ, but whatever. So she was absolutely encouraging it. So what are you doing?
I can't even make it make sense. It's like I was in shock watching it, and not a lot shocks me on here because it's just full of fuck shit all the time, right? Like,
Oh, this is the
honestly,
first. Since
this was
I've
like,
been online that I know of, that I can think of, this is a first.
yeah. So okay, it's weird. Okay, the biggest part of the okay, I'm gonna have to play this weird. I wish it would have uploaded in time, but it didn't. So I have where Tacos and Jen, or where Jen and Sarah were talking for like 20 minutes, but it's not uploaded, but I can like play it through my speaker, I guess.
And
I can
it's
do
so
that.
weird. Like the whole thing, Sarah went live to talk about this, and she's like, "Can you like trying to make German lady think she did something terrible?" And then she's in the chat saying this and that. I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to the hospital. I'll be at the hospital. We'll be live from the hospital. Then she just jumps up on panel like nothing. Like what? Like nothing happened. Just talking.
It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen on it. Like I can't even put into words how uncomfortable it made me. Like listening to that. Hold on. I have like the whole
Sarah's just defending it. I mean, I get she's not in her right mind or whatever, but it's like if it seems like she wants it to be true. Let me shut up. Go.
She did. She wanted it to be true so they could blame German lady, and even people that don't like German lady were like, "What the fuck are you talking?" Like, I don't even like German lady, but this is people that absolutely cannot stand German lady
because we all
were even like, "What the fuck?"
German lady and her hadn't even been going back and forth, right? One time after she inserted herself into German lady's channel, right?
Right.
And then German lady says one thing, then that's her fault. That's a crazy. But we're in the drama community. Everybody talks shit about everybody. And some people go back and forth for much longer than that. This is one interaction.
That she started, by the way. She started it. She went over there. Like, let me try to pull it up because I think it's still on that post. Hold on. Try to pull this up.
I couldn't find the exact post that it was on. I got the screenshots, but they're kind of super blurry.
It was on the last live, not this live, but the live that hold on, it's under this one. Hold on, I'm gonna get to it.
Because that's what Jordan did on hers when she was initially talking about it. She had pulled it up from wherever the comment was made and just scrolled through it. So I tried to get the screenshots from there, and I got them, but they're not fantastical. I could probably read them better than we could show them.
I think she deleted her comments because they were underneath this last German lady live. I know they were because hold on. I know that they were. That's weird. Okay, so
let me try to pull these up and see what they look like on screen. Hang on, give me a second.
Yeah, let me try the 6 day ago one, but I know that's not it. Hold on. Sorry, you guys, I cannot see chat for a second. Yeah, I don't. Her comments are gone, so we can pull them up. They're a little bit blurry, but okay. I'm gonna talk to chat for a second. Yes, Sandy, yes, thank you, for resharing that. Like I said, this live, if suicide and drug use triggers you, I mean, Sarah's clearly not sober. And we're talking about a heavy topic. So I just want to give everybody a fair warning. And Sarah, listen, before we get more serious about anything, Stephanie accidentally booted herself. Before we get more serious about any of this stuff, a couple weeks ago, Sarah had made this huge deal about a cam slip, right? And today you're over there so fucked up, Sarah, that you don't even realize a week and a half after you drag the fuck out of me for some cam slip, you have one yourself. And girl, and then you try to talk about Starlight and the MRB shit before. This is all before all of this. And then it goes into Takuzuma's hung herself. I don't understand. I don't get it. Yeah, I know. We're not supposed to question it, Jules, but she brought that to our community and tried to blame somebody because even if you don't like German lady, she's here. She's part of this community. You tried to blame her for for something that's not even, it's just so frustrating because you know it's not true, right? Like you're,
my stupid computer. It's being dumb today. I need a new one. No, I'm totally just kidding. I just got a new one. Like, that's just poking fun at somebody else. Not
I
me.
agree, J Mac. This could actually trigger somebody. Like this is actually something that could trigger you, not being called boy fucking George. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh my god, what a good point that is. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that. Okay, can you see
Yeah.
it? See if you can see
Yeah,
it.
I see it.
Can you read it? It says the first
It's like
one.
really small, but you can read it.
Okay, it says, hey, so why haven't you said, this is two tacos. Let me pull my mic down a little bit. It says, hey, why haven't you said anything about Alicia dragging you? Just curious. And then she said, oh, wait, and then that was it on that one. Hold on, let me get the next one. Wait, am I still on here? Oh my god, I thought I clicked
No,
myself.
you're still here. I was just letting you read. You're still here.
No, I thought I hit the wrong button. Okay, so the next one should be okay.
It's okay, Jules. It's all right.
Yeah, for 3 hours. Okay. So there's probably another one in between this one, but it says, yeah, for 3 hours. Well, let me see what German lady said before that. Hold up. Why haven't you dragged Alicia yet? Okay, and the German lady said, hey, did she win? And then she said, recently. I don't.
She was asking her, has German lady has Alicia mentioned me, because she didn't hear her mention her. So she was like, you know, why would I mention her? She hasn't mentioned me. Has she mentioned me? And then she said, yeah, basically, yeah, she dragged you for 3 hours the other day. That's what she was saying.
I do not understand her. I heard her talking about this, but like the logic, like what it seemed like she was trying to get German lady and Alicia go at each other. I'm sorry. That's the only way it comes off. Okay. And then she said, yes, recently. I don't remember what day, but I assumed you knew. You know what they say about assuming things. But anyways, German lady says, I am not sub to her and no one told me about what. And then Taco said, yeah, for 3 hours. Okay, I had that. That's the next.
Yeah, like she literally went over there trying to start problems for her friend. Okay. I'm gonna have to play this like a really weird way, like I said.
Did it? Like she said her logic was that she was trying to take up for the other people that German lady was going at in that, but it's like you weren't taking up for them, you were throwing your other friend in the mix.
Right. And like I said, I went to tacos. I've always had this weird soft spot for tacos. She reminds me of somebody I know in real life, and she also has the same illness that my mother-in-law, you know, part of what she passed away from. So I have this huge weak spot for her. Well, till today. So I went to her privately, like when you respect somebody like you do, and said, hey, what do we have the screenshots from Starlight? Did you put this in my inbox?
I have. Yes, they're in our DMs. Okay, so
let me get
he says, yeah. Okay, Taco says back to German lady, yeah, for 3 hours, but I don't know what channel it was. Whoops, my bad. Thought you knew, but seriously, why go at it with these ladies? Did they come at you first, Alicia? I would just leave alone. You know, Alicia's a badass. Just leave her alone. You just told her to
leave her alone. Oh my god,
drag her.
I know, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna, because if anybody's asking about why we're talking about Sarah plays into this. Regardless, Sarah went live, and it started on Sarah's.
No, I'm just joking. Okay,
and
like that's what initially started all of this BS is those comments, and then when German lady went live, she addressed it like people do, and then Taco went live after and addressed it and was like, I wasn't trying to start any shit for Alicia, blah blah blah. And then now we are here today, and then Sarah jumped right on this breaking news.
Hold on, sorry, I have to put the dog back in. Hold on.
Okay, I'll go to the comments. I haven't looked at the chat. Hey guys.
All right, I got this pulled up. Oh my gosh, hold on. So
basically, she said at one point, she was like, How do you feel about yourself for what you did, German lady? That's not insinuating, or basically, to me, that is you. It's gross. Okay.
So these are the comments that we were talking about that started a lot of this like 2 days ago, why I went to tacos,
So
because
this was after, correct? This was, okay, so we showed you what happened, German ladies. Then Taco went live, and she said that people were trolling her in her chat, and she knew who it was. And this was in Alicia's chat, I think.
Yeah, in between that, remember she went on Sarah's and said that it was people that were ponies, remember? Or the fucking stable lovers or whatever she said.
I missed that part.
Yeah. So then we have this.
That these are about Starlight, because who else would it be about?
Right. And I basically went to her and talked to her, and I felt like, okay, like I said earlier, I know there's a lot more people in here now. I felt like, okay, maybe she's over medicated, over talked, and she's just going to back up, because it was clear she meant us, right? And Starlight.
Yeah, you gave her all the benefits of the doubt, even though she was lying to you, even though this, even though that. You gave her all the benefits of the doubt, all of them.
Right, exactly. I really did try, because, like, well, for one, she's super medicated, she's sick, and like I said, I've always had a soft spot for tacos. I cannot help it. Now it's gone today. My soft spot is fucking gone. But she said, I would be real careful, you stupid little bitch. I don't go after people. It's not my nature. But it's foolish move to mess with a CPS worker, idiots. And I thought she didn't have that job anymore. But for two, are you using your job to threaten people, tacos? Is that what the fuck is going on? Like,
speaking of foolish moves, that is a whole foolish move. Hey, Carlos, like, why would you ever? And why would you say something like that in Alicia's chat? Do that, put her in that kind of predicament. Like, it's not cool. Over what she presumed was trolls in her chat, that she said she knew who they were. And like, what were those trolls saying that was so bad that you needed to bring CPS up and say that you were being threatened? What are you talking about?
Right. And these might not be in order, because I just kind of put them over here, but it says, I'm not going for German lady. I'm going to the loser cunt rag whore who kept talking shit to me in my chat. You stupid little loser bitch. We'll find out which one when she falls flat on her stupid square ass.
But Boy George and Penguin are the end of the world, like the worst of the worst. But she talks like that to people. I could barely even repeat what she said. Like, what are we even talking about?
Right. This was the comment after the first one. That's not a threat either. That's just common sense, especially if you've had more than one CPS case. Why would you mess with a CPS investigator? Okay. So, hey, Jerome, good to see you. Hey, Lisa 54.
I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, these were in Alicia's chat. These were in Alicia's chat a couple days ago, because in order to tell the story from today, we need to tell the lead up to what all happened, like the past couple of days.
Yeah, and if Sarah doesn't want to be talked about, don't go live at 8 o'clock in the morning in a drama community every day. Like, get over it. I'm sorry. And if that's true, if she really is that, oh man, makes me worry.
Exactly. Don't put yourself right in the middle of shit if you don't want to be talked about. I'm sorry. It all goes together for me. So it says, and you can't threaten a public servant, you fucking twat. I want to see these threats, and I want to see what she's even talking about, because nobody, even when I asked her, she kept saying, no, I wasn't talking about y'all. But if you go back to Sarah's from 2 days ago, she clearly says,
well, I don't care who she's talking about. Do you care who she was talking about?
No, but I don't care. It's wrong, because, you know.
Yeah, regardless of who the fuck she's talking about. I think it was Starlight, personally. But whoever she was talking about, it's bullshit. And her explanation is some fucking trolls in a chat. Like, no. So good to see you, Jerome. It's 2 tacos, but she can eat ass. Okay.
I don't know what this one meant. because this was a couple days ago, and it says that was for you, Remy. And I think
Yeah,
Remy had asked her something. I'm pretty sure Remy had asked her a question or something.
Yeah, probably. So I seen a screenshot. We have it somewhere of Remy saying, I want to ask the ponies, blah, 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 about German lady. So, Remy.
Oh, Remy, your turn's coming. This has to come first, but your turn's coming, Remy. Fuck you too. So, yeah, I got lots of sleep, Nevaeh. I actually went to bed early. I didn't see any of the shit last night. Like, I think I went to bed at midnight, which is really early for me. I feel pretty refreshed. So, okay, this is clearly not going to be done in time. I guess we could just play it like through my phone.
Okay. Get ready, Remy, because you're going to be held accountable for everybody else's actions.
Remy, you're a fucking asshole. You know, when we're in a chat from now on, I'm going to ask Remy, how could you support that, Remy? Because I've been leaving Remy alone. I didn't even know she was still over here. All right, let me see which one this is. Because there were several. I had to clip them, like, there was so much this morning, I had to clip it, like, separately. But this one's, like, 20-something minutes long. It's the longest one, so.
I have been uploading slow in the past 2 days.
Mine too, but everything else uploaded, just not the 30-minute one, because, you know, that takes a minute.
That was
so. All right, it's this one. Okay. If you guys have problems hearing it, just let me know and I'll try to figure something else out. All right, hold on.
This is embarrassing, Sarah. Okay. I'm gonna go. Trisha, regardless what's said and done, I'm gonna love you for the rest of my life, God willing. Steph, you're in my heart, babe.
Wait, let me make sure this is the right
but
one.
I've met Trisha.
Hold on, sorry.
Hey, Carl. Hey, Janine. It was a very long shit show of a live.
Yeah, I was at the end of it. All right, I got it now. So, could you guys hear that okay?
Yeah, I could. Hopefully
Okay.
they can. Could you guys in chat hear it?
Who's saying that?
Hey, Kayla.
Oh. Oh, Lord. You win!
Oh, shit. Hold on a second. I'm going to try a different way. Hold on.
Okay. Hey, Pony 007. When was Sarah's live? It was probably about 8:30 my time, 8:30 Eastern this morning or something like that, maybe 9. I don't know. Not that long ago. This morning. And I started watching it and I was just like, what is happening? Because I seen a community post. I forgot to mention this. There was a couple community posts made on, hold on, let me go to it actually. While Amanda's getting that.
Okay, I have it pulled up now, but I don't have the chats there. I don't see the chat.
Hold on.
All right, so we'll do it this way.
Okay, I'm going to tell them about the community post really quick.
Yeah, I'm going to mute so I'm not like clicking your ear. I'm just going to get to
there's a new community post, a really long one. The other two. Okay, no, they're not. Okay. So 22 hours ago, there was one made. Stop being so mean to one another. You never know how you're going to affect someone. If that shitty comment out of your mouth was the last one that person could take before they go out and hurt themselves, just stop and think about that. Some of these people are closer than you think. Be kinder. Stay positive. I love you all, even the ones I've hated on. So I'm sure calling Starlight or whoever you were talking to a cunt rag, whatever you said, shouldn't bother her, huh? So then 17 hours ago, it says, this is Jen. If any of you know what happened to Tina, contact me. And then an hour ago, it says, since someone talked shit about a video where I was reacting to German ladies' nastiness on behalf of my wife, here you go. It says it's still processing, idiot. I don't know why I don't know why, but a day later it's processing. This was before she hurt herself.
Right. So we're just gonna start to the part where Jen is up there, if that's okay, because it's like a 2.5 hour live. So
Yeah,
that's
and
the
the last
important
one is
part.
really long. There's another one from 10 minutes ago, but I can't read it. It's too long. Okay.
Oh my God. We'll share it after this when we're done with this. Did you get a screenshot of it just in case she deletes
I'll
it?
grab it.
Okay. I'm going to play this live. If you need me to mute, just yell.
I think this is the first time two Thomas and her wife have both been on my panel.
Fucking horror movie that never ends. Well, basically, Tacos is not here right now, and
Oh,
she's
okay.
off. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's not my audio, by
Can
the
you
way.
hear
It's
me?
hers chopping up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to go in detail about it on live, but it's just there's been so much going on. I think she's completely overwhelmed. Let's put it that way.
I know.
I mean,
I've been completely overwhelmed myself. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like jumping into a anthill, fire ants. I mean, scattering and biting you all the time, no matter what you do. Can't win. You know? And that was just completely uncalled for, what you know who said. And I'm still raging about that. I don't like my wife being talked about like that. That was, I mean, over what, you know?
Right.
She
there was no reason that she was talked to like that. None.
Yeah, dumb.
I'm sorry you were in the hospital. My condolences. Well, you didn't die, but still, you know, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry.
What's really crazy about it, like, let's put it this way, I don't want any sympathy. I don't want it to be like a 14 show or whatever, but like, you know, I feel like we're being kind of blamed for it now, like expressing our feelings about how we feel about somebody attacking my wife, you know? And I know you guys have been in the game longer. You know what this shit feels like. We're just not do it. You know, people latching on and attacking for what? You know, I say such awful things. You don't know what that can drive somebody to do.
Right.
You know, it's a timing. I mean, I know you're probably like, you get numb to it eventually, right?
Yeah,
for you.
But it still bothers me, you know?
Of course, you're human. You have emotions and it's going to bother you. And I guess we just have to kind of take it with a grain of salt if we're going to be online. We're going to have online whatsoever. We're going to have any little thing they can and exposing us for every little thing we've done, mistake we've made in our life, as if they're Miss Perfect sitting on their little throne. Oh, Lord.
Well, people are ignorant and they have no idea what it's like to live a hard life. Like Marissa, for instance, she has no idea what it is to
work. And
So you're telling me that someone's on their deathbed and you're up there gossiping about, I mean, I can't fucking stand MGL, but that's another reason I wouldn't be up there talking about her if my wife was, had to try to hang herself. Like, what the fuck?
And your first priority is to come to YouTube and tell people on YouTube what happened. Like, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, supposedly. Like, that's the first thing to get it out to people. What's the motive behind that? For what?
I don't get it. I don't understand. It's really weird. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to hit play.
Or lift a finger.
Yeah.
And one day, I truly believe she will be humbled.
Hopefully. You know, humble is attractive.
Yep.
It's just sickening to watch somebody with big egos or just delusions, grandeur that shouldn't even be there to begin with. You know, you got I heard Gio open her mouth and say all those awful things over one little comment that wasn't even bad. I'm like, this person's nuts. Like, how triggered are you over something that wasn't even meant to be ugly or vicious in any kind of, and then you just turn on this vicious, rude, just ugly attitude out of nowhere. It just goes to show how pressed you can get from such little things. To be in that abusive circle. She probably abuses her friends.
Could you imagine?
Oh God, no! Living in a house with that mouth.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Me too.
So somebody just hurt themselves over YouTube, but she's on here calling another person an abuser and how abusive they are in their real life and this and that. Like, what if you push German lady over the edge, lady?
Right. I mean, listen, they've talked about German lady like nonstop, and you're gonna tell me a couple of comments by her is just putting you over the fucking edge? Like, are you fucking serious right now? Is that supposed to be a joke or? Okay. What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to. She replied under Jules's community post, so I got those screenshots now too. We can look at after this. All right, I'm gonna hit play.
I don't do that kind of shit for nobody.
I can't stand people who abuse animals.
Oh, I know. Abuse anything. I mean, people that are helpless children, animals, obviously are first. But being in an abusive situation and knowing you have power to abuse somebody and hurt them is sickening to me. That you would use that over somebody.
Yeah.
And hurt some. Why? What do you get out of that? You get pleasure out of hurting somebody? Then you're sick and you need help. More than all the people you're preaching need help online. You need help the most if you're sitting there hurting and trashing people for no reason. And I don't even get why they were trashing Two Tacos about it in her chat about that stuff. What was even said that was so awful? I'm still lost to why that comment raised hell. I guess these people are mental. I don't know. I'm convinced mentally ill, looking for a fight.
They truly are.
Yeah.
What?
They messed with the wrong person because that's my wife. I protect her with everything I have, and you mess with her, you mess.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're calling other people mentally ill, and this is what we're talking about. Like, does she have any self-reflection whatsoever? Is she capable? This is insane.
No, I don't think that she's capable of it. And Hartley is also sharing the first part of her live. If anybody wants it after this, we can go over some of that too. But this was the part that I really wanted to get to today because I just can't believe it. Like, and they might as well just quit doubling down now because they're still answering. Like under Jules' community post, they're still answering. So they're still doubling down. They just did that premiere that I showed. Like, what the fuck? You really need to just give it up. Y'all are caught, okay? So, all right, I'm going to push play.
Mess with me. Come for me. Leave her alone. She's got too much stress to deal with that bullshit. You want to fucking go acting like a little kitty cat, scratching and crawling and bitching and whining. Come for me and do it to me. Leave her. I can take your little snippy comments. No
You're
problem.
a good wife to her.
I've always thought you were really nice.
Who,
I
me?
love her. I mean, I would think you would do the same for yours,
Yeah.
Like, if somebody were to attack him, wouldn't you come out fist balled up and nails ready to scratch? I mean, shit.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Well, you don't answer when you really love somebody. Just can't help it. Love makes crazy sometimes. And I mean, especially when they're not in the wrong and they're attacking somebody for no reason. I mean, if she was being a bitch and doing something horrible, I'd sit down and talk to her and be like, hey, slow it down. I tell her she was wrong, but I honestly didn't see anything that deserved that. I thought, what is this person's problem?
People are assholes.
They're saying shit right now, huh?
Yeah, people love to talk shit in my chat. They love to.
Why do they do that to you?
Because they hate me.
Why?
I don't know. Because they.
Do you ever do?
You'll have to ask them.
You're like Hitler to them or something.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Sarah was Hitler, and she's devastated so many people, and these people are out for blood. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to find a new object of hate. Like go get a picture of the devil and start throwing darts at it. And make shit. Go get a punching bag and put somebody's head on it they really hate. Is it your mother that you're having issues about? Is it your ex-husband? I mean, something's bothering these people and they're taking it out on you. That's honest to God truth, because there's nothing you've done that deserves all this hate. Nothing.
I don't know.
This is like fucking preschool. Little junior high catty bullshit. Bigger problems out there. Oh Lord.
Didn't she just touch on the drama like 3 times? I mean, she's already been talking about go lightly and shit, but then she wants to.
How many times have they talked about Go Lightly? They jump up all the time. She doesn't pay them any attention at all. And this is no shade to anybody, but she doesn't pay any of them any attention, and they talk about her all the time. Not saying that it's not warranted. That's y'all's business. But what are you talking about?
Exactly. Like, listen, for German lady, that little petty shit she said to Tacos, and look, the filth that comes out of Tacos' mouth, that's why I always liked her up until now, was because of her fucking one-liners. Like, let's not get it twisted that Tacos is some poor little innocent flower that doesn't fucking say anything, okay? Because she's always got something to say.
Fucking sailor. She talks like she's the mouth of a sailor.
And I always liked that about her. That was one of my things that I liked about her, was that she did always stand up and, you know, she always had something funny to say. That's what drew me to Tacos. So, like, for her to be over there acting like Tacos is some poor innocent victim that don't say shit, get the fuck out of here with that. All right, I'm going to hit play.
Yeah. Psychological help. I thought I was fucked in the head, but damn, they make me feel normal.
You are normal, hush.
Well, I thought I was crazy, but now I'm second thoughts. I'm thinking, wow, there's crazier than me out there. I feel better about my sanity already. That's one thing these people do for you. You know,
all I can say
like
is
the way you
for
said
the
that to
haters.
Do what?
I said all I can say for the haters is I hate that your lives are so miserable that you have to come and try to make mine miserable. You're completely.
Don't let them know.
Yeah,
I mean, I've
no,
heard people
not at
really
all.
get upset before.
I'm ignoring them. I'm not even reading what they're saying.
That's a good idea. You know,
Yep.
you feed it like I told.
Thanks
people,
for
they have
you.
these, like, YouTubers out there that make money, and
She needs to read.
I mean, they enable them though.
To hear what they have to say.
No. If you don't like them, just ignore them.
And, you know, I'm not giving Sarah a pass on this. She was damn willing to go live and blame German lady until her friends, or who used to be her friends, came in and said, even the ones that hate German lady said, wait, that's no, we're not doing that. She was going to go with that. She went with that her whole first half of her live, which is why that part is important too. She was going to go with that.
That's why they were finally forced to come in, because she was like, when they started coming in, she was saying, how does that make you feel, German lady? What you did? How does that make you feel? Blah, blah, blah. Like, she was going on and on about it. She was eating it up.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and, yeah, I know, Gypsy, it's bad. It's really bad. All right, I'm going to hit play. And this is on like 1.5 speed. If I speed up anymore, it's going to sound bad. So we're just going to have to deal with it like this.
That'll hurt them the most.
See when it all comes out how fucked we are.
That's why I think they love it. They have to.
She can't even read the comments.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
I love you. I would never harm you or cause harm to you.
And that Sarah's sound, it kept going in and out, and she was reading all the comments wrong. She actually got in arguments with her friends over reading comments wrong today. It was a fucking disaster.
Every comment she read out loud, she couldn't even read them. Like it's so sad to watch, but she's so like manipulative, and she's in that selfish me mind frame that there's no, it's hard. It's hard to try to help her and be around her. It's hard.
I mean, look, it's no secret that like people that were in that chat, some of us don't get along with those people, but you have to look at it from another point of view. This is the third or fourth group that Sarah has thrown under the bus like this. And just, I can't believe that she would go along with this today. Like, what if people would have had a different mindset and totally tried to blame German Lady for this? And it wasn't even like, you could tell the story is complete bullshit anyways. Like how, I don't even know. This is a mind fuck. All right. I'm going to hit play. If anybody wants a link, just let me know. I'll drop you one.
Hey, give me a second. Can I get back on in like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I got to take one call, but will I be able to take a link in 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of things to say. Okay, so I just get right back on. You can give me a link.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye. I love you.
Bodhi, you have been good to me. You have.
I could not imagine jumping on a live stream.
And I'm grateful for that.
Oh.
Right. Because part of me feels bad for the quote unquote friends that she's throwing under the bus because we've been there. But another part of me is like, well, they all were fine with it when she did it to us. But it's a pattern, and Sarah really has some work she needs to do on herself. I'm not going to drag the fucking, I'm not going to sit here and drag her and all of that. I'm just going to say that when it's the fourth friend group that you've done that to, it might be a you problem, and you really should start to look inside a little bit. That's what I'm going to leave it at.
I don't want to be the enemy, guys.
By the way, they were telling her, can you pause it for 1 second? I'm sorry. By the way, they were telling her, every one of them, we love you. We care about you. We're not going against you.
Yes.
We can't do it anymore. Just like whenever we talked to her, everything was fine. It was actually completely opposite what she said. But then she would go live and tell people that we were forcing her to choose, talking shit to her about her friends,
dragging her into a voice chat, which she tried to say they did today, and TNT was like, hold the fuck up. We've done one voice chat and you came in willingly. And that is it's the same exact thing that she did to us. It's the same thing.
And they're telling her. But the thing
and they're telling her that they love her, they care about her. Please shut this down, Sarah. Let's not do this live. Like, they gave her so many opportunities to just shut it down. Stop. Like, they were begging her.
What? Hold on. Wait, put my computer on. Why would she not? Like, you have your closest people telling you, hey, this, and I seen TNT say it's like talking to a brick wall. It absolutely is like talking to a brick wall. And, some people were saying in chat, well, because, they had admitted that there was some yelling during their voice chat or whatever. But whenever we had voice calls with her to try to help her, and there wasn't yelling like that going on. And it still was misconstrued that we were coming at her, we were attacking her, we were being mean to her, so I just know what it's like.
I can totally empathize with what happened today with them, and it sucks. It sucks because you're sitting here like that. Wait, we didn't drag you into a voice chat, we didn't make you do anything, Sarah, and we were nothing but supportive to you. But what happened was with us is we did that, and she ran back to them and told them that we screamed to her and tried to make her choose, and we were mean to her. I totally empathize with what she's trying to pull on this live.
And then she's gonna do the whole she's either got to be totally white knighting for you, telling everybody love bombing the fuck out of you 24/7 and embarrassing you because you don't want her to defend you.
Begging her not to defend you.
Going. Or she's going to be going at you. There is no in between with her. It's impossible on that middle ground.
Oh, it is. There's nothing. It's all or nothing. And that's total addict behavior, like. It's that instant gratification. You can't wait to just work things out and let it ride. And
just like today, she was like, I'm not high. Why is everybody saying I'm high? She said the same thing yesterday when they all had to confront her. And then now she admitted today that she was high when they had to do that. But now today she's not. And then tomorrow she'll admit it again. It's a very sick, unhealthy cycle of an addict that is not, it's not easy to deal with. You all can judge everybody that is around her that has tried to help her if you want to. It's not fucking easy, especially if it's not it's somebody in real life that you could help in real life. It's a really hard, difficult situation, unfortunately.
Leah's wife, we totally get it. It sucks. It's one of those situations you have to be in to understand it. And you don't want to think your friend's lying to you. I totally get it. I was just pointing out that it's been every single group, not just y'all, not just us. Before that, it was the ex-patrons and Tracy. Before that, it was Laura, which Laura did do a lot of fucked up shit, but so did Sarah. So, I mean, whatever.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to hit play.
I don't want to be the enemy of any of you because I care a lot about a lot of you. Kind One says, read Sarah's comment. Sarah, you came on here with Jen saying Taco tried hanging herself. Now y'all are up talking about haters. What the fuck? Okay, I'm only going off of what was messaged to me on my phone. Okay? This was what was on my phone when I woke up this morning. Tiva says, Jen, wait a minute, where'd she go? Jen and Tina know better than to involve you in medical drama. I'm sorry, Tiva. I'm sorry for my existence, honest to God. If it wasn't for my 2 kids, I wouldn't be here.
Emotional manipulation in the court.
I screw everything up. Friendships, people I care about.
Did you just hear her kind of threaten suicide? Like, if it wasn't for my 2 kids, I wouldn't be here.
Yes, that's emotional manipulation. Hello, Starlight.
Hey, Starlight. So I just want to point out that, we let a lot go when it came to Sarah back then, and that's how things spiraled. Sarah absolutely made things worse for the whole community, us versus the other side, because we didn't want to defend ourselves a lot of times because then we would be addict shaming, right? That was the narrative that was put out by Sarah. But she would go live when Steph wasn't even going live or TNT wasn't even going live and defend them about, like that one time on TNT's, I went up and confronted her because she was trying to put out something that was from a month and a half ago or so. And she was trying to make it like it was brand new, right? And I went up and I said, when is this fucking from? And she did back down, right? She did. But only after I confronted her, or else she would have ran with that. That was me and you and Starlight, I think, like running our mouth the night before about Steph. And it was from like a fucking month and a half before that. Like, that's the kind of things that
there are people giving her way more chances than anybody could imagine.
I'm in my car. I'm almost home, but I had to say it before I forget. So Sarah said in her live today, because someone went in there and said something about what people had said about Merv's son.
Yep.
And she goes, well, he could turn that around the other way. And, what did Hello Starlight say about Merv's son? I've never said anything about her son.
I know. We were going to get to that too after this.
I'm going to go. I just
being manipulative as fuck again right now. Like,
why is she bringing him up? What the fuck?
Someone in the chat did.
And
that was her response.
Yeah, someone had said something about RDA, and then she said Ross is a great guy. Know him personally behind the scenes. we could turn that around and say, what about Starlight? And it was like, what are you, that's the kind of shit she does. And then she'll say,
Wait a minute.
I wasn't talking about them. I wasn't dragging them. Like, that was another big deal that dealt with somebody's son's death. Like, that wasn't a little thing, you know? But
So
No,
if
it
there's
was
no excuse for him, then guess what? We know Starlight behind the scenes. We know Kimmy behind the scenes. So shut the fuck up.
yeah, there you go. I'm gonna go switch to my computer now.
Be careful.
all right. You should just go to pop
I'll be
up.
back.
Okay, I'm going to hit play.
No, I don't want sympathy. But when I love my friends, I love them. I defend them with everything I have.
Hey, Shauna. They don't want her to defend them.
Tiva says, Sarah, you know you.
No, if you take anything away from this, Sarah, just think about how much worse you made things for everybody when you were defending people that didn't need defended. I mean,
Yes.
Steph and I already had an agreement not to talk about each other, and she was trying to dredge up old shit. Like, I mean, we didn't have like a spoken agreement not to talk about each other, but we just hadn't been. She was over there defending her. She didn't need to defend her. I wasn't talking about her. She wasn't talking about me.
Even way back then when she would go live and say, they're making me choose and I love Steph so much and they're blah, blah, blah. All of that was bullshit.
Yeah,
all
I
of
have
it.
messages where I was saying, Sarah, what are you talking about? I don't want you to choose. No, don't
Same.
choose. Like all of that. Love you, Randy. It's fucking disgusting. All right, I'm gonna hit. Is it okay if I hit play? Are you?
And
You got
it's not
anything else?
even, yeah, but it's not even, it's like, okay, if you came out here and defended me every day, or if we were white knighting for each other every day, we'd be like, okay, enough. It's not personal. It's not personal attack that they don't want her to defend them, even though it was said it was embarrassing today because, it's getting to that point. But even before that, it's not personal. It's just like, don't defend me. Why do you have to constantly love bomb? Why does your content have to be you love bombing somebody 24/7? I don't understand.
Right, exactly. And I want nothing but for Sarah to get well. That's literally
The
all
whole
I've ever
community
wanted
does.
for her.
The whole community wants the best for her. People just want to see her do well. And instead, she just wants to continue to perpetuate and be in the drama. And when you're not in a good headspace and you're fragile, putting yourself into drama is not the answer. Like one of the first things you need to do is take accountability for your actions and to put yourself into drama. I've said this every time we've talked about Sarah. Take yourself out of it. It's not good for your disease.
No, it's not. It's not good. And you look stupid as hell when we're not doing the things you're like. We're not talking, and then you're like, you hid your lives. I went live and showed like I don't have these hidden lives she keeps referring to. Is there a specific live, Sarah? I have it recorded. Begging her, like she makes herself look so.
And she's probably telling other people that, and then it makes that it changes so many things. It's so redundant and old. Oh, also, she had accused the ponies, even though she denied it and deleted it and took it down. She had accused someone of emailing her an anonymous email and threatening to out some info that she had said private. And then now, multiple times on multiple live streams, she has said that same info over and over. Her friends try to get her to stop, and she gets mad at them for even trying to stop her from putting all of her personal information out. And
yes,
I don't believe she was ever threatened. I don't.
No, sorry. We asked for the email. We asked for it because if we already knew the information that was in the email, there should have been nothing to jeopardize. By showing us that email, she wouldn't do it. And, I felt for her friends, because I kept seeing them come in and say like things like, Sarah, no, let's go in a voice chat. This was like a week or two ago. And I knew this was happening. Like I said it privately, like that's getting ready to blow up because she won't stop. She won't shut the fuck up.
He's like, I care
ridiculous.
about you. I care about you all. I care about you so much, but I care about you so much that I won't even take one word
You gotta,
that you say into consideration. Not
Well,
one.
Trisha said it, really well or whatever. Well, it was really true, I should say. Uh, you know, she doesn't care about anybody right now. She can say it all day, every day,
No,
but she doesn't.
no.
no, she actually said it was for views and money, views and donuts like 2 weeks ago.
Well,
That's not what you do when you're cared and it's your friend. If you see that your friend is not going back and forth with a certain group of people anymore, and it was a super stressful thing on everybody in the fucking community, you're not going to go live and judge up fucking month and a half old shit because you need fucking donuts, Sarah. That's
and
not Karen.
I
All of us know how there's no way that she's all caring and loving and so giving and all this whenever she's in this mind state. You ain't.
exactly, and that's like okay. So I came in here blind, so I'm not sure what exactly y'all were talking about before I just got back. But yeah, like she is deep into, from my observation, into some sort of addiction, and that makes people do selfish things for selfish reasons. If you do care, Sarah, and you love your friends, listen to them.
Well, we're
Listen.
talking about a little bit of Sarah, but this was really tacos. Or Jen went
Yeah, I
and said,
know.
okay, so that's what
I
we're really
can't help
talking
it though.
about.
I've been biting my tongue about watching this
Same.
shit. It's real hard
No,
not.
we're talking about Sarah right now because it's like Jen jumped off the panel, but she's getting ready to come back up, and then so if you guys want me to mute, just like yell. We're gonna
And I just want to
think
say, if
there's
you're
only
gonna use people's cam slips against them, don't have your own.
exactly, yeah, girl. We're gonna talk about that at the end after all this.
Sorry, go ahead.
And where's your post at, Sarah, where you cammed up and had all that shit to say? All right, hold on.
You will indeed, wait a minute, indeed get the help you need when you are good and ready. You are a good person inside. We all need help sometimes. We do. We do. You don't lose them enough. Stop getting high and triggered. The hell off. Oh gosh.
Can't even read it.
Why are you in here, Allie's nurse?
I don't even fucking like Allie's nurse, and she don't like me, but Allie's nurse has been nothing but really fucking supportive of her up until today. It was enough. That's what she does to people, though. People are disposable to Sarah right now until she decides to get help. That's how it will remain.
Well, like TNT said on that panel, there's so much that I'm sure, like, I don't know when she was in Discord and when she wasn't, but, we know she was in their Discord for a long time. They talked to her every single day. They probably try to help her just like before every single day. And I know what it's like when they do that. And now you just get to a point when she's so fucking hard-headed and won't even consider anything you have to say. It feels
And
good.
and not just the, not listening, it's the denial and the excuses. It kills me.
Yeah, it's a lot. All right, if you guys want me to stop, just let me
And
know.
even her live streams alone are triggering. Your voice, Sarah,
Absolutely,
is
yes.
triggering to people.
It
It
triggers me.
is.
Ugh. Like let me explain. It doesn't trigger me where I want to go like use anything or whatever. It triggers me like I would just want to shake her. Like stop it. Stop it. Stop fucking lying. Stop making excuses. And I'll be quiet.
Like I said before, there's a reason why she's the one that everybody says, are you high to? Not to me, not to Starlight, not to Amanda. I'm not saying because we're better. I'm just saying we don't sound high. That's why.
Oh, can I please piggyback off that for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, and I understand like now she's saying, that she's in a treatment facility or whatever. That may be true, as far as getting your medication goes, but
if you're in a recovery type of a program or maintenance management, what am I trying to say? You're doing it wrong. There's something you're not doing right if you're in treatment. Like, I don't think you would go and talk, slurring into your treatment facility and then ignore it. Be like, yeah, you're good. You're good to go.
Right. I just have one more thing to say. Because I said her voice is triggering, and it's my responsibility not to watch her if that were the case, right? But her friends who are around her in Discord 24/7 cannot not, they can't not hear that and be around that and be triggered by that. That's why I brought it up.
And from what I've heard, she's been kicked out of some Discords because of it. All I'm saying is, here, I'll be on the positive side, Sarah. Like I said, please listen to your friends. If you care about them and love them as much as you say that you do, then, fix it. But you can't fix it in denial. All right, I'm done.
Or at least don't go live when you sound like that and put them in a predicament where they have to hear it in Discord and on lives and then hear the backlash from it. Put all this right on top of their heads as they're trying to help you. It's a mess.
Maybe more. Don't you think that I have feelings too? Don't you think that I know that Trisha has feelings? I know that all you girls have feelings. But you know what? I have feelings too.
What happened? Oh, she's just not talking. Never mind.
Hey, Leo's wife. Wait a minute. Where'd she go? Leo's wife. Sarah, you made that choice. No.
Was this today or the other day?
Today.
Oh, shit.
Today, the worst part's coming in a second. That's not even with Sarah.
My son sent me a text saying he needs to go to the hospital. He's sick. But, who's coming up? Jen. Hey, babe. Are you there?
Yeah, it's cutting in and out, but I can hear you. One thing that's really disturbing is everybody's sitting there making I'm about to lose it about the comments. While I'm not going to go into detail on here about my wife and what happened because I'm really upset about it. But the audacity to say, why would
I
you get
didn't know
online?
she went
Why
up
did
there.
it? Because a lot of people on here are the reason why.
Yeah, they faked the suicide today, or attempted suicide.
Well, and I caught that, but I did not catch this where she was on a panel, and I heard her. Well, she said she's about to lose it. The comment section. Okay, it's not.
Say it.
It's not their first day on the internet, number one. And I have never seen. You cannot let troll accounts or even people that you may know that have been in your chats or you've been in chats with them affect your life to the point of this.
No, this is all fake though. The Tacos didn't try to kill herself. It's fake.
And if you bring it to YouTube, you got to expect that people are going to be commenting about it. They brought it to YouTube. I just want to say to Hooked real quick. Hooked, that is a thing, but that's not. There are exceptions to that rule that some doctors will, under certain circumstances, especially if they have tolerances to both already.
Like Klonopin, they don't like to do Xanax. They do Klonopin, and it's very rare. It's super rare to mix it with Subutex or Suboxone.
Well, especially if Klonopin's your DOC or one of them.
So
how do we know she was lying? I missed that.
Because she went up there. The comments in the chat, for one, were a dead giveaway, which we can't show because the chat's not there. But
John Levy came back for this. Like, I seen John Levy in chat calling.
Yeah,
him.
she was like,
I was like,
she
whoa.
had contradicting stories in the chat. And if your wife just tried to hang herself, you're telling me you're going to be up there talking about Molly Golightly and
And she also said in the chat before she went up on the panel the first time, because Leo's wife went in there and asked her, like, are you at the hospital? Because she was typing in chat. And she was like, no, we live in the hospital district. I'm on my way back to the hospital. This right here.
No.
Yes, that's why we're doing this live, because she triggered a bunch of people by not being truthful, like saying that German lady by saying
Yeah, I
or
heard.
whatever. Yeah.
I did hear or see that. Look, that triggers me. Do not put your maybe fake, maybe not suicide stuff on anybody else.
Yeah,
I can't stand when people do that.
She went up because
Sarah was
everybody in the
mostly
chat
doing
was
that.
calling her out. They were saying like, wait, but you just said that Tacos is in the hospital and now you're in the chat. Like, it wasn't, none of it was making sense. So that's why she went up. She had already been up once and had to drop down. So
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, German lady. I couldn't believe it. Even people that I know have a very strong dislike for you were like, no,
German
you're
lady.
not. You're not.
I hated to have to
No.
her because it was so fucked up and egregious, and I didn't know even it had just started. But I was just like, she needs to know this.
How do you be friends with someone like Molly Golightly for years? You have her like marry you and your wife, and you could deal with all that bullshit that comes along with being her friend, and then this.
I think that they were with her for so long. They're used to being able to make up a narrative and push it, and everybody believe it. And this lady right here got mad and wanted to get back at people for calling out her wife. That's what I think. And now she's gotten in over her head. She said that, oh, we're going to be live in a little bit. Her and Tina.
Miss OMG, I don't know if you typoed a lot, but I don't understand your comment.
Like, how could you, wouldn't they, I don't know how they would let you be on YouTube again that quickly after something like that happened, and that was your trigger.
Yeah, they wouldn't. And it's such bullshit. And Sarah was fine to go along with it until her friends came in there and said, no,
right now,
no.
If I threatened it, right? If I threatened it to myself and somebody heard me and called somebody about it, I could be put away for 72 hours just for that alone, without a phone, without anything. They said that there was CPR involved.
What?
I heard it was a hanging and CPR involved.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. She said her eyes she'll never forget to look in her eyes, and it was a attempted hanging. Yes.
I didn't hear that part. Oh my.
Yes. And a lot of people said you can hear Tina in the back, or Tacos in the background. So
I thought I heard her too, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish playing this to see if I can hear her. I didn't the first time, but all right, I'm gonna
real quick. I just want to answer Miss OMG because she made me think of something. So, and I'm not accusing Sarah of doing this. I'm just saying a lot of people, if you're going to a primary doctor and then a different doctor for like your, I guess Suboxone, there are ways to, if you don't tell your primary doctor who's giving you, let's say, Xanax, that you're going to this place, I don't know. There's just ways to get around it.
Enough though, because she's in
that's impossible
to me, and now they got the ORS reports and all that. So she said she just started Suboxone. The good thing is that'll be cut off as soon as she goes back to the Suboxone doctor and they realize that she is still on that.
I don't know anything about how that works.
What they do is they run this report. It's called the ORS report, and they look at every prescription that you have picked up in that tri-state area. Like you can't.
Oh wow!
Any pharmacy in your state, if you have that program, can see any prescription you've had filled anywhere in the state.
Well, that's good that they do that.
Yeah, if my kids get like an antibiotic, my doctor, it'll show up on the ORS report because I have to sign for it. It's not. It's really good for accountability. And I know that they run it because everywhere up north runs it, like Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky. I think everywhere does it. I don't know if it's called the Ors Report, but it's so when she starts going and they're still seeing that she's still filling them, they will cut her off of
Sweet
one or
Mel-
the other.
If any of that's even true. If any of that's even true.
Yeah. Sweet Melissa said I get drug tested every month. Here's the thing though, with people that are like still in their addiction, after they piss in that cup and they pass, they walk out the door and go get something because they have a whole last month.
Yeah, it's great. Now it's fucking crazy because now you can't even like. I mean,
Basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is like people that are active in their addiction are gonna lie, cheat, steal,
Yes.
and do what they need to do.
oh, for sure. Yep.
You can't take their word for anything.
I'm sorry for anybody this is upsetting. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna hit play. I'm sorry. It just this is something that like, people actually asked me to go live about because it was just like they couldn't fucking believe it. So
By the way, I didn't know if y'all heard me. She said on her last live that she has to piss in a cup every week.
well, they run those. I swear, I was shocked because it was like they were like, did you pick up any medications this month? And I didn't even think to say my kid's antibiotic. I was like, no. And they're like, oh, something showed up for your son. And I was like, oh, that's penicillin or whatever it was. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's non-narcotic. Like they literally get every, and that's like they run it for the whole tri-state area. So
Sandy said, "Can you read Loki's comment? Do you want me to read it out loud?"
Yeah, can you?
My daughter attempted suicide. She was placed in a psychiatric hold for 24 hours with no contact with anyone and then 3 days in the psychiatric hospital. To think she is a therapist too. Exactly. Exactly. This whole working for the state or whatever is.
Yeah, we went over those comments too because we had to give a backstory of how she's been acting for the last like several days. So,
hey, Sick of Your Secrets. It's a great name. Sick of the Secret. So, and here's the thing: the only reason that we're here discussing it is because it was brought to you two,
and we've all been. We could have said something about it the other day, but we didn't, and so we've kind of been biting our tongues.
Yeah, she's been acting real weird for like real angry and edgy for 3 fucking days. So like I said, I went to her like you do somebody that you know kind of like have respect for, and talked to her like an adult the first time because the first time we were going to go live. And I went to her and she lied to me, but I thought, well, I saw the medication bottles that she has. Like, I know she's sick. So I was like, well, maybe she's ever medicated. And, sometimes that happens. But this is just, you can't look past somebody faking a suicide attempt. You can't. All right. I'm going to hit play.
Things are happening. And also, I'm not wanting to be alone right now. On top of the fact that thanks a lot to you know who you are who said what you said and triggered, so he's already depressed. All people coming after me too. Like it's like this is ridiculous. I don't even think I'm going to give her a phone.
Why would you even consider it?
This is why it all happened.
Candy, thank you. Praying for you, Sarah. Addiction sucks, and everything. Yeah, it really does.
It does. I feel you on that.
Candace, thank you. Thank you so much. It's appreciated.
Why does everybody trash me over here in your chat? I don't understand why everybody's fucking mocking this. Seriously.
I wish my video had uploaded. It had the chat. People were calling her on all of her inconsistencies, and she don't like that. But I guess she's made another video we'll watch after this for me. Or for us, whatever.
People are cruel, man. I hope they get karma bad. It's really pissing me off. I'm trying not to let these people get. Don't let them get to you, girl. Oh, they don't. If people are making fun of addiction too, that's something.
Then log the fuck off.
Shame on them. If they have been there and they're making fun of it, double shame on them.
Trisha, I am not going on my way to the doctor. My son just sent me a text.
What, they're accusing you of going to the doctor now?
Yeah. Because I just said that my son. wanted to go to the hospital because he thinks he has a UTI infection.
Oh my God. It's really none of
And
their
anybody in
business.
the chat
Okay. I mean,
that missed the chat, Trisha said, I guess those are contagious because I guess she's been saying she has a UTI. So anybody that missed that.
oh my God. Hold on. Let me call you back. I think the hospital is calling. Let me call you.
Okay, babe.
Okay. Love you. Love you, girl.
I love you too, girl.
She never comes back up.
Okay, I'm gonna end this. It's not going anywhere, Trisha. I'm not your enemy. I am your friend. I will defend you always. And I am sorry for the 100th time. I'm sorry that I've triggered you. I am sober right now. I'm sorry you guys feel the way you do. I'm sorry you guys always attack me. I'm sorry you guys always see me as such a terrible person.
Victim, victim, victim.
Sarah, please be careful with yourself. Wait a minute, I can't read shit. Sarah, please.
I'm going to pull up Taka's wife's new video.
It's just like, I don't understand why the need to defend on YouTube. Like, if something that serious happened, fuck YouTube. Who cares? Like, your name on YouTube is not that important. What?
Are we? Oh, we're not gonna play the rest of it.
Oh, she edited it out, her cam slip and all that. But
Oh, who had a cam slip?
Oh, Sarah did.
Norma.
Norma don't like ugly, so we'll go over that at the end. Hold on, this is Jen.
Wow.
This is Jen's video.
I'm really happy that I read some comments because, I don't really think I have any. I don't think I have the heart to fucking even tell her, some of the people that were supposedly her friends, what y'all have been saying. Y'all have been so shitty about the situation. I don't even know where it came into your mind that this could possibly be fake. But, I'm not even going to break some of this news to her right now. I'll eventually have to. So she knows who a real fucking.
Oh, this is fake as fuck 100%. How could you even? Oh my God. Hold on. Oh,
I know. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm shaking my head for real.
My head just exploded. Your wife just tried to commit suicide. I'm sorry, trigger warning. Over YouTube. And you're contemplating telling her about people from fucking YouTube? Are you sick or fucked up? What's wrong with you?
Because it's not true. Like, there you go.
You crazy bitch.
Okay. I'm gonna hit play. It's only a minute long.
That's disgusting. Holy
Damn it, that was on mute.
It is.
Friends are, which I thought this whole time she had real friends on here. And as far as that whole comment with Alicia, this whole situation spiraled out of control for no reason, because that wasn't even meant that way. That she was trying to take up for Steph and TNT, and it just backfired. And now they're not talking to her, or they don't like her for some reason. I mean, y'all are blaming the victim, somebody that had a little too much of something, which she hasn't fully told me everything yet. That
Huh?
Hey, wait! I thought. Wait a minute! I thought she tried to hang herself. I thought she tried to hang herself, and you had to revive her.
What'd she just say? Sorry.
She said
Rewind
you're
that.
blaming
Sorry.
Yeah,
somebody that's like a
rewind
little
it
too. Okay, hold on.
Wow.
if you don't
Wow.
mind.
and now they're not talking to her, or they don't like her for some reason. I mean, y'all are blaming the victim, somebody that had a little too much of something, which she hasn't fully told me
Okay.
everything yet that was going through her mind, but she was on overload. She had a lot of things going on in her mind, and she just finally it just came to a head, and she just had enough. And whenever y'all get to that point, I want you to just remember,
Log
how
off.
she must have felt, because I've been there before and I've almost done things like that. And it doesn't take that much. Sometimes it takes one more thing to let the whole fucking pile fall. And yes, I'm completely devastated, and I'm not going to sit here and cry 24/7, but I've been through absolute hell, and now I see what she was going through, because every time that I'm upset about something and
Oh my God.
Every time she makes a video, it just makes you look worse and worse. And every time you make a video, it shows that you have something to prove to YouTube while your wife lays in the fucking hospital.
I don't even know what to say. And I thought at the end of that she says, "What do you want her to end up in a box or something like
That was
that?"
the first one. That was the first
Oh,
one.
that was another. That was a different one.
She made this
Where'd
one
that?
since we've been live.
Why didn't you
You
come?
want me to play the other
Take a
one
link,
because y'all weren't here?
Jen.
Yeah.
What? Sorry.
Sorry, Starlight. Go ahead. There's a
I was
link.
just gonna say maybe, and I'm not trying to be like take a link, bitch. I'm just saying maybe she could come over here since she's watching and take a link and maybe explain to us why this story has changed in so many times over the last like 2 hours.
Right. You could take a link. We won't. I
No, I
mean,
just have questions. Here's the thing, also, if if you are at a breaking point, because this can't just be YouTube related, okay? If there's something going on in your real life and coming on here makes it worse, log off. You know, I've had some really shitty things happen to me because of YouTube. And I'm not just saying when they've gone into my real life, just like troll accounts that come in and this and that and this and that, and people running their mouth lying this and that. You don't even really go live or anything, and you're having all these issues on here to the point of self-harm. I don't think YouTube is the right place for anyone that's in that kind of a state. You know what I mean?
I totally agree. And if she knew that her wife was in that state, then she needs to hold herself accountable for also jumping in the lives and talking shit and egging it on and being like, I don't give a fuck. I'll drag whoever. I'll go at whoever. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Because she did.
right. Either way, even though this is totally obviously not really what happened, either way, it takes a sick fuck to make this up. Something's going on with you, Tacos and Jen.
Well,
Get some help.
I saw that she had made
I
I've never went and looked at her community post, but I did the other
Yeah.
day, and it's like at least 7 days in a row. It's
Yes.
been like the next thing. This has happened. This is happening. I can't take this. Then over explaining yourself to trolls on the internet and showing your pill bottles and
Yeah, it's not good. Like,
And
and
that
this
to
was
me seems
sorry.
weird. Like, you're sick. You know what's wrong with you. Like, why do you care if some anonymous person that you don't even know who they are doesn't
says you're
believe you
lying.
or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, so this was the
Kind of
first
like when
video after
know,
Sarah's.
kind of real quick, kind of like how somebody said I was lying about those CPS papers that you got Taco in there Like, oh yeah, they can't do that. They can't do that. I work for CPS and blah, 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 blah.
Making threats as a CPS worker. That's the worst part. Making threats as a like.
I don't even believe in that.
Well,
I'm
and the
sorry.
nerve of her to try to say that that was fake. Like, fuck you.
She's obviously, I don't know what's going on with tacos. Like, I used to really like tacos. This really disappoints me if I'm being totally fucking honest. So,
But she done plenty to warrant German lady going at her a couple of times. I'm just saying.
yeah, calling her, yeah, I mean, a couple of names. Like, and you guys did all of that to, like, I can't even go over everything y'all have done to German lady. So, whatever, you know, no. I'm glad that even the people that don't like German lady stood up and said, like, no, you're not blaming her. That's not cool.
Yeah, it seems like most everybody is on the same page with this, which is really good, because something like this being used against somebody, this is just something that could spiral out of fucking control if everybody didn't be like,
Speak up. Yeah, this could
this
have been
isn't
real
cool.
bad for German lady. Yeah. All right. Okay. It's only 2 minutes long, but this is the first video right after Sarah's live.
You know what I don't get about you people is why you're sitting here putting pressure. I mean, if you really want proof, I'll go try to stick in the hospital and get proof, but I think it's very sick that y'all are sitting there and trying to act like I would make something so sick and ridiculous. That would be I wouldn't even think to do something like that. What would be the point? And I'm going through this, yet I'm seeing all these things that are being said, and now I really understand why you drove her to that point. And I know which ones did. You know, pounding in somebody's brain over and over again, that's going to fuck with them hardcore. And I really don't appreciate, you know who you are. I'm not going to name any names right now, but what you've done to her, I was already upset, and now I'm just completely in shock and traumatized. And I'm heading to the hospital right now, and I'm going to try to get proof
Log
that
off!
you really want, because I'm so sick of these people. Like, how sick do you have to be? That's the first thing that comes to mind in your sick little deluded minds. All I can think about, I'm fucking traumatized thinking about how her eyes looked. And every time I think about it, I just want to throw up from nerves. Like, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what she's been through. And the nerve for you to say what you're saying, if you had to walk in my shoes and deal with that, you would understand. I'm still in complete shock. And these people, if I could get my hands on them right now.
What?
I'm just, I know one thing. When she comes back, I am not letting her near the computer or phone for a very long time, because I don't trust what people are going to say. And I'm
Even
not
though
going to
she
have
said
this
they were
happen
going to have a
again.
live.
The next time she's going to end up in a box. Will that make y'all fucking happy?
I hate it when people say that. Nobody here wants anyone to be in a box or hurt themselves in any way.
No, nobody. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves.
That's coming from the person that's saying, well, I'm not going to tell her that what her friends were saying on the internet. Like, I don't think I'm going to tell her right now. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? They're so full of shit. They are so full of shit. I think that she thought certain people were going to be like, they would never question it. And they did, because they took it to Sarah. Sarah went live and took it way too far, blaming German lady the way that she did over and over and over. So shit kind of got out of hand. And now they're going to have to face it.
Yep.
The boss.
And Sarah's going to have to talk about her part in it, because really, like, Sarah should not have run with that shit. And she's accountable for that part of it. I don't know. I know some people might not like me to say that, but it's the truth. Sarah
100%.
helped with this. It happened on Sarah's panel. And I've had to come on here and say, you know what? I should have done this, or I should have done that. Sometimes you have to come on and fix what you've done.
I have a question. So I'm looking at the community post from 2 hours ago, and it's saying, she hasn't been on here, blah, 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 blah. I don't care what you think, yada, yada. And then she posts a screenshot of her YouTube studio. But what is that? What's she trying to prove with the screenshot of YouTube studio? It doesn't log your hours on here.
No, it was something about that she was already processing a video, and it took a day and a half to process, and it was she hurt herself.
Yeah, because she actually responded. Jules had made like a community post. And actually, I got to pull that up in a second. But yeah, that's what she was trying to prove with that, is that um, she was uploading some video. I don't even know, but why are you on here trying to prove yourself if your wife is, you know?
I haven't got to
She
watch
needs to
all
go
this.
take care of her wife, by chance.
Well, that was her excuse in the chat first, boss, before she went up. She was like, blah, blah, blah. I'm over here tending to my wife.
You're tending to your wife while you're on fucking YouTube?
Right.
That makes sense.
While her wife is in the hospital.
I'm very triggered by this because
Disgusting.
I've lost a baby cousin last year from suicide of bullying, and she was bullied relentless. And this is bullshit.
This is awful.
Real quick, I haven't got to catch up on German Ladies Live. That one, I mean. Is the worst thing she said was that she looked like Boy George?
And Penguin.
Seriously?
Like there was like two things.
Serious?
Yes,
Oh.
it was
I
so
wish that was
mild
the
for
worst
German
someone
lady.
said about me.
I know, right?
That was some of the fucking
And
worst
that was
things they said
after
about me.
that was after she went and picked with German Lady for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she went and she started this with German Lady, and then German
Is
Lady
she
was
new to YouTube or something?
Huh?
Is she new to YouTube or something?
No. She's like
okay. She comes from a drama community. Okay. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go at somebody, even in Troll Avenue, expect to have a response. And if you go and start shit with somebody, you fucking want to go into somebody's fucking panel or chat and start that shit. Don't expect for people to just be like, oh, handle her with kid hands. Get the fuck out of here, lady. And you need to go take care of your fucking wife and get off of fucking YouTube.
Like she's
Fast
still
periods and fucking dumb.
While we're live, she just uploaded another video. Like, what? What are you doing? You are making yourself look terrible.
And you're telling 10 different fucking stories. You basically, and I'm not giving Sarah any fucking doubt, I'm new around here, but this right here is a fucking trigger point for me. Playing with somebody and being selfish and taking your own life, or even pretending or anything like that. It's a selfish thing to do.
Yeah.
It's incredibly selfish, and I'm just
somebody calling you a name over YouTube that you're never gonna fucking meet is complete bullshit.
That doesn't even know you, and you're gonna let it go.
Doesn't even know you.
And like they're saying, you don't know what's been going on. It's been a lot of stuff. Okay, then take a break. Take a break.
Over here in YouTube, like you're over here explaining her real life tragic situation to who, Jen? To who?
And I'm not like TNT that much, but she was really trying to help Sarah out and TNT said it, for a month. But you only have to put up with so fucking much. TNT, that's not her child. That's a friend of hers.
Well, we can empathize because, okay, as everybody knows, there's been a few issues or whatever. It doesn't need to be rehashed with some of the people and, you know, over there. But that's a lot of that was perpetuated, and I'm not blaming Sarah because we all have our differences and it's way past that now. But Sarah would do that, what she's doing now. She would go live and try to be like, they made me voice chat. They addiction shamed me, and we cared about her. So I feel for what they're going through in that right now because I know.
And they were going through it. They were going through it with us back then. So they've been dealing with it like this entire fucking time.
Yeah, exactly. a year or so of just constant up and downs, using again, and it's like I totally
have total sympathy for fucking TNT and even Steph that I don't like. Period. I don't have any bad. TNT is just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? But she has her own addiction issues, right? Or am I wrong? Just tell me because I don't know everybody's addiction issues. She has to, and if she does, she has to take herself away because that could be triggering too. Hearing someone fucking high off of their fucking mind, that's triggering. And come from a fucking person who had 2 drug addicts, 4 parents, and have never done drugs in my life.
I mean, a lot of those girls have dealt with addiction in one way or another, and I know that
okay, and that's not fair to TNT or any of them who've had those problems to listen to a girl who is not trying to fix her fucking self and pull her ass out of the fucking addiction and put it on her friends like, oh, coddle me, fucking need me. You mean? While you're fucking high.
And
Hold
say
on,
she
I
was
want to
mad
let
the
I
whole
want to
time.
let German lady say something because it's she got blamed for that. So I'm gonna let German lady speak up.
Yeah, hi everyone. I was so
Hi.
Stephanie hit me up earlier, said, "Do you listen to this? They blame you for a suicide attempt." I was like, "What the hell?" I was shaking. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Then I looked the community post she made and stuff. This is so unnecessary. I wouldn't have mentioned probably her again. This was like a one-off for me. I was just taken back by her comment trying to start shit between me and Alicia, and not only that, in other chats, in V's chat, saying that she's gonna go for me and this and that. So I was like giving her a little taste. I was not even going hard, calling her a penguin or calling. If it applies, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. If you're not a penguin, then it shouldn't, it shouldn't bother you. But the two things I said to her, it wasn't that bad. But like, it really was not that
No, it
bad.
wasn't bad. It was like Boy George and you called her penguin.
Yes.
That's literally all.
Yes. And I think it was because she got caught with these CPS threats in the chat. I think that's one reason why she wants this sympathy now. And also, I don't know what's going on between her and Alicia, but I'm pretty sure Alicia was not too happy reading that comment and the comments she made, that she's pretty much kind of want me to put in Alicia's direction for some reasons. And I'm pretty sure she's that there's stuff there's going on. So yeah, but it's sick overall. Suicide is no joke. This is like on the same level as someone
And it
faking
should never
cancer.
be put on somebody.
No,
Yeah.
because I mean, look, there's nothing in the world that if you're already in that place, you probably shouldn't come here starting shit, threatening people, calling people names. You should probably log off because this place can get toxic, but
Yes.
you can't blame somebody for your mental health. Like you can't do that.
Yeah. Because people most likely will not. People most likely will not stop unless you openly say I'm in a dark place or so. And some people even don't care if you are in a dark place. So YouTube
that'll
is
make some
not.
people go harder.
Yes, if you are in a dark place, YouTube is probably not the best
Nope.
option to go. It's sunny
No,
outside.
this place is not like. Look, if I ever struggle with like mental health issues, I'm not coming here. Okay, I'm just not.
This is disgusting what they tried to do to you, German lady. It's just disgusting.
And not only me, like this is like a whole sick kind of. It's like really sick if you think about it. They picked Sarah of all people, who is right now at her lowest, who is very gullible, who is very easy to manipulate, who is vulnerable. They picked her of all people. They could have picked their friends. They could have picked. I guess Bombshell is not available right now because of me. I mean, I gotta take credit for that. But,
German lady.
She basically admitted that it was.
Yeah, but
there was like, okay, so this post, it says, I see comments are up under this community post, so I am posting what I shared under here. Click to see my response, please. I tried to sit on my hands that entire stream, but my anger took over. I saw red when she made the last contradiction. Yes, what I deem it to be. And like my response shared here, I have many reasons why I feel this way. Then hearing her laughter on panel talking about YouTube drama just pissed me off more. Yep, we all handle stuff differently, but this is how I feel about this. Protect yourselves, people, and I hope if anyone is going through anything, you get the help you need. And then she went over there and responded like, I'm sorry, but if my wife is in the hospital, let's see her response. I'm not going to be going over somewhere to respond. Like, that's not going to be my first priority. So Taco said, Jen said, Tina won't see this. I won't let her, but this is very real. I will prove it to the entire community if I have to. I'll get a picture of her damn hospital bracelet if that's what it takes. People are low and sick for thinking this is made up. I'm glad I saw which of her friends turned their backs on her. Pure evil. And Jules said, okay, I wish you
Who
both
turned their back? Who of her friends even? Oh,
well, in the chat, people were pissed.
Because the chat pretty much was in unison that this is bullshit.
Okay.
the whole chat, pro ponies, pro me, against us, they were all in unison about this is being bullshit. And she was like contradicting herself numerous times in that chat. She says, I'm gonna tend to my wife right now. Then she says she's in the hospital. I took her phone. Now she has a phone. Like it was crazy. Like it did not make any sense at all.
Yeah, because even people that don't like us or like German Lady can see that you don't go around blaming somebody. You know, I wouldn't go and blame anybody. Like, you can't do that. You can't go around just blaming people that something like that happened. That's not fair. It's just not.
And it's easy to see through that they picked Sarah because she is gullible right now enough, and in the stage she's in, that she will go live about it and defend this stuff. So they were thinking about, obviously they were thinking about who they can pick to go live, because their live, they made a response to me which did not get any attention or anything. So they wanted to go to someone else. And like I said, Bombshell right now would be probably the first choice, but she's not available. So they took Sarah.
And yeah, and Sarah is vulnerable, but she does need to come back on here and just clear this up, because this is total bullshit. She does. If she's, clearly Sarah's not well either. So or she just needs to log off. Actually, I wish Sarah would just log off, because she's not helping anything.
Since we're on the topic of like, oh, hell, you're gonna push someone to hurt themselves, yada yada. We're not trying to like drag Sarah. I think everyone, not just the people on the panel that have watched her last couple of lives, blatantly see what is happening, or how she sounds. The whole rule that they have now: if you put it out on YouTube, it's out on YouTube. But I think at the end of the day, no matter how you feel, because I don't like Sarah, I don't want to be her friend, nothing like that. But I don't want her to hurt herself accidentally, maybe by.
Yeah,
It's
I don't want her to
obvious.
do
It's
any of
obvious
that.
she's not sober. I'll just put it that way, right? It's obvious she's not sober. I mean, her own friends are now going into the chats, trying their best to say, can you turn this off? You're embarrassing yourself. Blah 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 blah. So
Yeah.
I hope Sarah, please don't go live fucked up anymore, because it really triggers the fuck out of people. I think
That's what
everyone
you
here
should
wants to
do.
see you do better.
So I
Go
guess
ahead.
Jen posted another video that Stephanie's going to play real quick. Another one.
This
What?
is the last thing
Oh.
I'm gonna say, and then I'm just done because I'm exhausted with you guys. But I'm basically online because I couldn't go in to see Tina, and I tried, and they told me to come back in a few hours. So I reached out to a select few, of her friends, the girls that I know she's been talking to, and I didn't know they would turn against her the way that they did. And as far as, what goes on with Sarah, I really don't know any details about her addiction. And I told her, yeah, she could go live about what bullying can lead to and what happened to my wife. Personally, that was my decision to do. But I didn't know the mental state she was in, and I'm gonna have to,
What?
give Tina her phone.
I agree,
eventually
Hartley.
when she
German
gets
Lady
back,
deserves apology.
and
Wait.
it breaks
Rewind
my
that a little
heart
bit.
because I'm gonna have to be honest with her. She always tells me to
Is this
phone
new?
back eventually.
Yeah,
when
just
she
now.
gets back,
Okay, go
and
back a little bit more, a
it
little bit more.
breaks my heart because
All right, right there.
decision to do. But I
What happened?
didn't know the mental state she was in, and I'm gonna have to, give Tina her phone back eventually when she gets back, and it breaks my heart because I'm gonna have to be honest with her. She always tells me to be honest about things.
Oh my God.
And I really don't want to have to tell her, how people have
Pause.
been talking about her. But
Okay, from what I have seen from Tacos and Jen, Tacos is always talking about how she is blunt with her. She tells her straight up how things are. So why would she feel bad being honest with her? She has no problem being honest with Jen. Do you see what I'm saying? Do y'all know what I mean?
Yeah, and she actually said
her,
I gave the phone back to her earlier. She actually said that. Official Tall Videos is right. I got
in
the
chat.
screenshot. Yeah, she did say
She did
that.
say that in chat.
Let me pull it up. Hold on.
But what she's
You know
saying
what?
is she does it to tell her that her friends turned on her.
Oh,
Why would
okay.
she even think about doing
You
that?
know what
Like,
I think is you know what I think is funny in all of this? Some people go to Vegas to get married by a fake Elvis. They went to a tragedy pimp to get married.
They
Yeah.
really did. Like, what the fuck? I have this screenshot after this video. I'm gonna pull it up. Of where she said she gave the phone back in the chat.
If I don't
Okay,
do it, I know
this
she'll.
is so confusing. How is she giving her anything? Like, don't they not allow visitors?
No, you're not allowed to have your phone. I mean, at all while you're in there. Come here.
So Jen is still saying that Tacos is in the hospital, right?
Yes, and I'm
yes.
sorry if you guys hear my puppy. She's
She said
around.
that she went to visit her and they said come back in a few hours.
But she's saying when she visited her, she gave her her phone.
No, she said that earlier in Sarah Deputy's chat. She said she gave her the phone back earlier, which I will share after.
Exactly. So if she's in the hospital,
Yeah, but she said she can't see her. But earlier she said she gave the phone back. Yes, that's what
okay,
we were
yeah,
talking about. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
gotcha.
Now she's saying she don't know if she'll give her phone back at all.
All right, let's finish this video. This is so
I'll
much.
find out anyway. I just I'm very disappointed. I really thought there were a few people that were really her friends that have just completely shocked me, but right now I'm thinking about my wife and her well-being and trying not to let this crap mix in, but this stuff really does mess with your head, and I really think I'm going to have her take a break from the internet for a while. And I know it's probably going to be hard to get her to not go on, but she really doesn't need this toxic shit in her life. I mean, it just goes to show where it can lead. And I feel sorry for people out there dealing with depression that are going through things right now, having to deal with people, slamming them with accusations, with insults, with all the shit that y'all have been doing. It really just makes me wonder why you're so fucking hateful to somebody that hasn't done anything to you. It's really fucking sad.
She might want to be careful because the last time a blanket was shown up close, someone accused that someone is showing their pussy.
Oh my god, I forgot about the blanket. Oh fuck. Okay, so this is earlier. All right, it says 2 tacos. She gave it back to me. Talking about the phone that was in the chat. So sorry, I didn't mean to highlight you, Jules. So can you guys all see that? I might need to make it a little bigger. She gave it back to me. Now it was like that's the contradictions that we've been dealing with all fucking morning, which is why we're live right there.
Sorry, I cannot type today apparently, so I'm just going to say it. Lorraine, I'm sorry for your loss. I just read your comment. I don't know. I just want to say it because I can't seem to get my fingers to type it out correctly.
I know. I'm having the same issue. I keep adding things that I shouldn't add. It's frustrating. Okay, Jules wanted me to read this comment, and I just I think this is it. Yeah, it says, I pray to God that you and Tina are both healthy and safe. I do hope this to be untrue. I will not apologize for my feelings how I do and question the validity of what I watched unfold this AM in Serendipity stream. Sarah is also going through a lot as well, and I pray for her too. I lost my brother this exact way. He made 2 prior attempts, and I will never forget being denied to see him when he first was admitted to the hospital. I just pray for everyone and that there is no real evil going on here. And she put the pray hand. So I don't think anybody could have said that like any better. That's a great comment.
An official tell, let's not forget, Tacos did MGL's dirty work for years.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Like, how did she make it this far?
Because Tacos is like, okay, for me, I can explain why I really like Tacos because she was just always witty. She fucking dragged my ass sometimes, like jokingly. And I thought she was so funny. And then when I found out she had the same really, really rare disease that my mother-in-law had, I was like, I don't know, when you hear stuff like that, it kind of draws you like closer to like
Well,
feel something, you
for
know?
me, like I never had issues with Taco. Only had issues with her like when me and MGL split, and she was still with MGL, and she would just kind of, come at me in the chat. Wasn't a big deal. I just blocked her and moved on. But ever since then, like, she's been around, she's been fun, and I hope it's not her new buds, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But Jules, I wanted to say that I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
That's a rough it's never easy losing somebody, but that's like extra. I feel like that
Yeah.
adds extra layers when it happens that way.
See,
So
and I wish I could talk on that, but involving my personal life and that kind of stuff happening repeatedly, not to me, to my family. But I can't because if I do that, then people are just going to use it against me. But I feel your pain, Lorraine, and Jules, and anybody else that's been through it. Shitty.
No, I thank you, Stephanie Brown. I appreciate that because I don't watch. I'll be honest, I don't watch Sarah, so I only hear the news, and I'm glad that people told me. Yeah, I'm glad that people told me, and
Yeah,
I
that's
think
not
it's sad
okay.
that we're at a point that people pulling these kind of stunts, like you have. I'm not gonna even say her name. There's another person who just claimed she has depression, and you is over there in Dolly Vision's chat handing info about
Saw
Savage
that.
out. Like people are joking about these kind of things, and people are going through depression on a daily. People going with anxiety on a daily. People know people that offed themselves, or people thought about killing themselves. Unfortunately, this is not a fucking joke, and I hope this is the last thing that I'm gonna say. I hope that this shit, that hoax that backfired today, which is a good thing that this was backfiring. I hope that people think very wisely and think like twice, triple, quadruple times before they lie about certain things, because it will come out and people not gonna buy everything you're gonna tell them. And now she's branded just like Analyzer. She probably will be branded as the one that faked suicide. So congratulations, Tacos. That's what's up.
yeah, this is very triggering for a lot of people, and it's just
Yeah.
disgusting. And then to try to throw in people's faces like, "Come here." Sorry, hold on, I gotta get the puppy. Hold on.
And that's the thing. Like this started on
Don't throw
Sarah's.
your puppy around. Don't throw your puppy around.
She may have to rehome it. I've
I
heard
know,
that. That's
right?
the thing now.
Don't throw your puppy around, though. Yeah.
No booting the puppy, no throwing it.
Y'all threw me off. What was I gonna say? Damn it! Oh, this started on Serendipities this morning, right? So that couldn't have been a worse place for this to start. Because you got someone up
No,
there that can't even
exactly.
string a legible sentence together up
Yeah.
there saying, "This is why Taco's in the
Because I
hospital."
am convinced they took advantage of Sarah. No one else would have run with that. I'm pretty sure no one else would have run with that. They took advantage, which is the sickest part of this all. They took advantage of Sarah, who is right now at the bottom, like in many ways. They took advantage of her. So that's why even the people in Sarah's chat who usually probably liked Tacos now feel a little bit different, because that's fucking cruel to pick Sarah of all people. That's the fucking sickest thing about this, that they fucking the sickest part is that they blamed me, and also that they put this all on Sarah's back. They used Sarah's platform to pretty much pulling that hoax.
Well, yes, that is true, but Sarah also has to take accountability that she's an adult and should not have ran with this. Like, I hope she learns a lesson from this. It's hard for me to feel bad for Sarah when she was so willing to run with it before her friend stopped her.
I made a community post when I heard this. I made a community post right after, and I called her names. Then I listened to her, and I felt bad. Like, I cannot help myself. Sometimes I'm a wussy, and I was going back, pulled the community post down, and I was thinking like, I cannot, like, when someone is like
Yeah.
that much like on the deep end, I cannot kick that person even further. But
I hope she goes back and listens to her streams when she's a little clear-headed, because
yeah.
yeah.
But I'm gonna drop down now. Thank you for
Yeah, I'm
having
getting
me
ready
up.
to drop out too. In the live, because I actually have to take the puppy for a walk and start getting ready to do everything I got to do this afternoon. So,
And
I
I
don't know.
hope that people think before they pull shit like that. That should be a warning and a learning lesson for everyone, to not joke about this stuff and not faking cancer, faking suicide, faking death, faking all this kind of shit. It never turns out well for the person who fakes it. So think very, very long and hard before you pull shit like that.
Yes,
And
the
think
next
about
time,
what you do to
don't
other
just run with it because you don't like the person. Actually try to bet some shit.
Yeah.
So,
You guys take
Oh.
care. Have
all
a
right.
great
Thank
day,
you for
everyone.
coming up, German lady.
Bye.
Nice to see you. I don't know if I already said this because I've said it so many times before, but I just kind of want to reiterate it with Sarah, and her friends and the people who watch, or anybody. At the end of the day, sadly, we're on the internet and there's absolutely nothing we can do to actually push her to get help, because we're not in her real life. We don't know what's going on. I hope that she does have somebody in her real life that can see that maybe talks to her on the phone or whatever, a family member, a friend, somebody who can be like, we need to get you some actual real help. I'm not saying this to be mean at all.
No, I hope somebody will, but even if with all that, she has to want it.
Exactly. But there's nothing, unfortunately, as much as we all want to do something to help her, at the end of the day, we're just on the internet and we can't. We can't.
No, there's nothing that we can do. But
We
I'm
can
sorry.
try.
We can try all we want, but she has to want it. I gotta wrap this up. I'm so sorry. I
Yeah.
have to work.
No, it's fine. It's been
All right.
2
Well, thank
hours.
you for coming,
All right.
and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna take this dog for a walk.
Hit that thumbs up, y'all. There's like 200 something people in here. All right. Have a
Thank
good
you
day.
guys for
Bye.
coming. Bye, guys. Sorry I have to cut this short. I gotta go. Gotta walk the puppy. Bye, guys. Love you guys. Everybody that just upset, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, and I hope that this puts an end to it. Bye, guys.